Greetings people, it's Jared here, Wolfgang1, back to do another Transformers review. So, continuing on from last week's absolute fucking gem of a figure, which was obviously the missing link to Kara G1 Optimus Prime, or Convoy as it's called. I thought I'd go back in time and take a look at a figure that I reviewed, I think sometime in 2021, as I was winding down the original review playlist. So I thought I'd get the guy out again, take another look and see if any opinions have changed. Not that I can remember exactly what my opinions were of him the first time. So, this is a bit new. So ladies and gentlemen, please join me as I sit down and take a look at Transformers Kingdom Cyclonus. Right, okay, so here is Cyclonus in his spaceship mode, futuristic spaceship Cybertronian jet mode thing, whatever the fuck it's supposed to be. Now, good points and bad points with this figure, and I'm not sure whether I covered these in the original video that I did 2-3 years ago or not. I might go back to that. No, do you know what? I'm not going to go back to that video. Fuck it. Whatever I said then is what I said then. And this is what I'm saying now. So this Cyclonus, this is the Kingdom version. So the chances of him ever coming out of Studio Series 86 are slim unless they do a redeco of this. Okay. They'll be a bit hard pressed to do a redeco of this because the colours on this guy are really good. Bad points, however, let's get this out of the way, right? This might be the best looking Cyclonus and also not the best looking Cyclonus in equal measures. Now, first and foremost, I've added some stickers to his wings, which will show up in robot mode, and I've given him a nice little sticker right on the just beyond the cockpit, just there. I didn't expect this figure to yellow as quickly as it has. So this nose cone section just here that isn't focusing for some reason. There we go. That nose cone has yellowed somewhat, and the sections here in the engines which will form the arms have also gone like a sort of strange goldy colour, which I didn't expect that to happen. And then I saw pictures of other people's ones that have done the same thing that you can see on the bottom. They've gone really gold. I didn't expect it to, as I said, I saw other people's do it, and then mine has done it very, very quickly as well. So considering I've not really touched this figure in like sort of fucking 2 years, bit surprised. The best, now I say the best and possibly the worst looking, focus you piece of shit cunt. There, I'm 2 minutes into the video and I've already used a particular word. Focus, there we go. Jesus Christ, it's a constant fucking battle, isn't it? The best looking Cyclonus in terms of the alt mode. This is the most spot on alt mode I think that they've ever done for this particular incarnation of the character. So when I say incarnation of the character's name got used in Energon or Cybertron or something like that, and he was a fucking helicopter, which, yeah, whatever. Obviously, you had the G1 version, which was limited by 1986-87 toy manufacturing technology. Then you had the Classics version, the Classics 2.0 version, back in 2008, something like that, 2009. And whereas the alt mode on that had massive issues in terms of like sort of gaps around the back here and that. Its robot mode was possibly one of the most incredible things I've ever seen. To this day, still one of the best robot modes for any modern day Transformer ever. This toy here takes care of all that. There's a very clean. It's a very clean connection back here. Everything is smooth. Everything tabs together. I thought that this was a design flaw at first. These sections here. I always thought these were supposed to peg in under the cockpit like that. And make it flush, but apparently they don't do that. That's just the way the model sits. And I'm still going to doubt, because I downed it in my original video. I said that was bullshit because I thought I was doing something wrong with the transformation and they were supposed to clip in like this. Apparently they don't do that, so whatever. So in terms of alt mode, so the lighting in here is really weird today for some reason. One of my bulbs has fucking gone. So if this goes out of focus continuously, then there's not a lot I can do. In terms of alt mode, this guy is absolutely the epitome of spot on. Okay, the robot mode is entirely successful. In fact, do you know what? Before I come on to any of all that shit, let's have a look at some of the things Cyclonus came with. Okay, so he comes with his standard instruction booklet. which is lovely. And he came with, and this is a weird choice, he came with one gun. He came with a gun that is very reminiscent of the animation model for his gun in Season 3. Okay, now it's interesting that they made the Kingdom version come with this weapon, and they chose not to make him a Target Master with an updated version of the Universe 2.0 nightstick that I've got here. Now, you could have done it two ways. You could have just this gun like they did, or they could have released it with both of these guns, so you had the choice to either make it a Target Master or not, and they didn't in this case. Now, I thought that was a weird fucking choice. Okay, but in terms of this, in terms of the figure that I'm not getting quite all the way on camera here because his nose is particularly long. I've got no complaints other than these sections that have made it look like they've got gold plastic, which they don't. There is nothing to fault with this automotive at all except these intake valve things, which look like they're supposed to tab in. This is very, very clean, very to the point. It does exactly what it's supposed to do. No unnecessary gappage like you had on the Universe 2.0 version, even though that robots mode was fucking incredible. The robot mode for this is also really, really good, but I still think the Universe 2.0 robot mode trumps this. For some reason, the robot mode for this, I kind of feel is a bit blocky, where Cyclonus' animation model, in terms of his curves now, I always kind of felt was slightly more organic looking. So whereas technically, yes, they've nailed the animation model in this figure, at the same time, I kind of feel the Universe 2.0 just looked more Cyclonus, if that makes sense. It probably doesn't make sense, but you know what? We're 118 reviews in now on this new review playlist. If I'm not making any sense by now, the chance of me ever making sense is fucking slim to none, and you're still here watching this shit. So thanks. So we are gonna, you know, I do like it. I do like this toy. I was a little on the fence about getting him at first because I thought, well, I've already got the Universe 2.0 Cyclonus. Do I really want to swap that out and get another one? And I compromised in the end. I decided to, yes, I'm going to get this, but I'm keeping the 2.0 version because apart from its fuck awful alt mode and that, there is no reason to get rid of it. It's a beautiful robot design. And, you know, I saw no reason to retire it. So we are going to crack straight on into the transformation for this. I'm going to take this out just a little bit. Transformation for this. Now, this is going to be fun. And I say fun because, can I remember what to do with this? I don't know. Let's start by unpegging, just like that, the wings. Get off the fucking... There we are. Okay, so we're going to get those out of the way. We also need to do something... Fuck if I can remember what. We are going to take this back section and try and separate it as well. Let's open up these thruster sections just here. Please focus. Please, I don't ask a lot, just focus. Get those sections out like that. We're going to pull the feet out eventually. Maybe I need to actually get the legs out first. The legs for this guy, we also need to bring the camera up, separate them. Actually, while we're here, we can go away and put away the little wheel landing strut things, which are also really stiff. Either that or I'm really losing my my strength in my old age. So click that one away. Do these open up at all? So we've got that. Does that open? I can't remember. We're going to find out. Yeah, my video decided just to stop recording there for no fucking reason whatsoever. So my camera phone can fuck off. So once we've collapsed all this down, right, we can then push this and then get that. I don't know. That I kind of get the feeling that this is supposed to do that first. Right, okay. So then you do that. I dread to think how much of this I'm not showing on camera. Focus, for fuck's sake. Right, then we get the head section up, collapse all this in. Just focus on the fucking thing. Right, do you know, I'll take it out even further. Jesus. We're then going to close the panel up just like this, and now we're going to collapse this entire section on the back like this. Now this is very, very nice. So now we're going to bring these sections around. We're going to close these in to the chest just like that on those port and post mechanism, like that. So that locks in the chest section. Okay. Then we need to do something about these arms. Let's bring the arm down, collapse the wing, and collapse this section on the wing as well. And then fold the wing back behind the body on that double hinge, just like this. Let's do the same on both sides. Collapse that in. Collapse like that. Straighten up the arm. Straighten up the wings. And then finally, we open up these sections just here. Fold out his hands, which are now fucking gold for some reason. Right? That is a fucking piss take. Get this arm out if you can. Right, like that. Fold out the hand. Close it back up. Stand the fucking thing up. Right. And there, right there. Right, let's get the light out of the way. Jesus Christ. Well, another spectacular Wolfgang 1 review, ladies and gentlemen. Brought to you in that way that only I am capable of, right? Where I start off thinking I know what I'm doing and then go on to prove very, very quickly that the polar opposite is true. Okay, so there is Cyclonus in robot mode, which I hope I showed off that transformation. Because if I didn't, like, fuck am I doing this again? It's a fantastic robot mode. It really is. But there's something very, very blocky about it. Cyclonus's robot mode was a lot more organic looking than this. It looks a lot more natural than this. Do you know what? This is his principal weapon. You can hold it in there. I'm going to put his principal weapon on his back just for the time being, okay? And we're going to use 2.0 nightstick because, you know, for me, Cyclonus is a target master. And get him into side dynamic poses and, oh, look at the lovely poses and things like that. The robot mode on this is absolutely stunning. The face sculpt, just get the light on that. The face sculpt there is fucking insane. It's also got light piping as well. Look at that. Sexy, sexy light piping. Lovely. Yeah. Jesus fuck. Beautiful, beautiful toy. Beautiful design, beautiful sculpting. The joints on the knees are a bastard to get into the recesses just here when you're trying to transform him into jet mode. But he's a great looking figure. He really is a great looking figure. But there's something about the Universe 2.0 model that just looks a little more Cyclonus for some reason than this does. And this categorically looks like Cyclonus. I mean, you can't say it doesn't. It absolutely does. What it is about the Universe 2.0 version that just emits more of Cyclonus energy, I don't know. I'm not complaining with this toy, other than the fact that parts of him are now gold, which shouldn't be gold. His fucking neck is completely discoloured. I don't get it. I'm not taking this fucking thing apart to paint up with silver or anything like that. So whatever is yellowed on this can fucking stay yellow. It doesn't necessarily go very well with the colour palette that they've used for him. But you know what? Fuck it. The points in this one's favour over the original Universe 2.0 is he actually has a decent colour scheme, where the other one was a dark purple and weird grey thing that didn't quite work. The colour scheme on the Universe 2.0, until they repackaged it with Rodimus for that 2-pack thing, the original colour scheme didn't quite work. The colour scheme on this guy is fucking great, with the exception of these discolour sections, which is weird. No complaints. Absolutely no complaints with this toy. In terms of like adding it to my collection, I think adding this to my collection was a fucking great idea. but at the same time, there is no justifiable reason that I can find for me to retire the one from 2008. If you haven't got this guy, get it. He is, you know, as I said, the sculpting on it is brilliant. There's just something about this one that feels very, very blocky. And I always felt Cyclonus was a little more shapely, a little more organic looking. Despite that, this is a fantastic figure. Really fantastic attempt. Well done, Hasbro, for the attempt and for putting it out there. There is that, you know, the complaints that I've got with this are so minor they're hardly worth bringing up. But I think I've yet to do a review where even a figure that I absolutely gushed over and loved over, I thought was 100% perfect. I mean, I absolutely still love this figure here, but I still found something wrong with it. So, you know, what we're learning from these reviews, ladies and gentlemen, is I will never be satisfied. That's the fucking fact of the matter. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching this review. This is Gerald Gavenberry, also known as Wolfgang1, saying I will be back next week. I don't know, with stuff. I've still got music coming out on my channel from the album. There'll be the demos coming out soon. I very, very rarely do this and mean it, but please comment on my channel. Please get involved. Please share amongst your friends if you haven't done it. Please subscribe, because at the moment of recording this, I'm at 993 subscribers. I'm 7 subscribers away from the big 1,000. And I made a promise years and years ago. I made a promise thinking I'd never have to keep it. Whereas if I ever hit 1,000 subscribers, I would review Generation 1 Fortress Maximus. And now it's looking like I might actually have to fucking do it. So help an obsolete reviewer out. Get subscribing, get clicking, interact with me in some small way to let me know that I'm not just screaming into the void here. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching this. I will be back soon with more shit, basically. Until we see each other again, thank you for watching this, and take care. To go.